Okay, so a Japanese domestic flight was forced to turn back after a crack was found in the cockpit window. But, why worry about that? It's another Boeing plane. But here's the thing that I think is we're all going to love. We're all going to love because we all love diversity, inclusion, and equity. We all love it. So the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, is now putting a priority in hiring people ready? With severe intellectual disabilities as part of its diversity and inclusion initiative. According to the website, the FAA claims individuals with targeted or severe disabilities for the most underrepresented segment of the federal workforce. Under its People with Disabilities program, the agency says it is actively recruiting, hire, and promote, retain, and develop, and advances people with disabilities. The following disabilities are targets for the FAA to hire: those with hearing impairment, vision, missing extremities, partial paralysis, complete paralysis, epilepsy, severe intellectual disabilities, psychiatric disabilities, and dwarfism. Now, if I were born a little person, I think I would be a little upset that I was put in the same categories of those with severe intellectual disabilities and psychiatric disability. Do you want somebody who's, up in the tower or making any decisions on planes at all with a severe psychic or psychiatric disability or a severe intellectual disability? What is wrong with us?
I'm going to go with no. I want the person who's most qualified for the job, regardless of their skin color or really any immutable characteristic you can pull out. Eye color, not that important. I mean, the dwarfism thing, I guess it matters. You need to be able to see over the cockpit dashboard. I mean, that's about my requirement. Can you reach the pedals? Like, that is something that is important to me. Outside of that,
what you're saying is you have to be at least this high to ride this ride. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
It's one thing to say, hey, we'll hire all body types or whatever. Severe intellectual disabilities. Why would we hire those people? Why? Sincerely. I mean, look, you have a severe intellectual disability, then we're going to have you go and do some job that, doesn't involve airplanes. It's just, that's my thought.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not to say that they might not get a job if they are able to do a particular job for a particular place. Maybe it works out in certain circumstances, but there are certain jobs that have certain characteristics. You, maybe Glenn, aren't the best point guard for the Dallas Mavericks, right?
No,
it's not because they hate you. It's not because you're being discriminated against. You just might not have the aerobic capacity for the gig, and that's just the way it works.
I wouldn't make a good pilot. I'm riddled with ADD. Don't hire me as a pilot. If somebody is like me and they're the pilot, I want off the plane. I want off the plane. Okay? What is the problem with saying that? We've gone from, let's hire, the person of color, if they're the same, if they have the same intellect and, whatever, the same qualifications, who gives a flying crap? But if you have a severe intellectual disability, I don't know. I think we should go where somebody who can maybe think